Hello, and welcome to the video. Today, I will be teaching you how to drift in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, as well as telling you why this maneuver is important to the game and why mastering a drift can improve your overall skill in Mario Kart. Now, if anything you see here is helpful, I would encourage you to give me some feedback, such as clicking the like button or sending me a comment under this video. Thank you. If you are unfamiliar with drifting or just not experienced with using it, then this video is for you. In most racing games, drifting is an efficient way to make a turn without losing momentum. Now, I don't plan to make this a physics video, so you don't have to break out any old physics textbooks, consult Spark Notes, or anything like that. I will give you a simple and easy to follow guide on how the drift works and why it is an effective tool to use against your opponents. In the end, we should all just remember that Mario Kart games are not true to life and do not mimic real-world physics. After all, it's just a game, right? So, let's now talk about turning. Normally when playing the game, you will hold down the acceleration button, which in your case could either be A or the R button. This is, of course, permitting that you are still playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Nintendo Switch and are using either the two Joy-Cons, the Pro Controller, or even the GameCube controller. All of what I am about to say apply to these conditions. I would find it difficult to believe that you are playing the game with a different controller, but if you are, then this video is likely not for you, as you already seem to have knowledge on how to play this game with an unsupported controller. Congrats if this is you. As for the rest of us, we start by entering a turn by moving the left stick in the desired direction. Simple enough, right? With drifting, however, it is not so simple. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to scare you away from learning how to drift, but it is a skill that will take some time to getting used to. Not only this, but drifting in this game does not mean that you will be able to do exactly the same thing in every other racing game. Each racing game has different styles to drifting, so just remember that this is a guide for Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And lastly, before I get into drifting, I will be using the control scheme where the A button is to accelerate and the R button is to start a drift. I mention this because these two controls are reversible. So now, let's get into the drift. When you are approaching a corner, what you would normally do is tilt the control stick in the direction of your turn. Still following me? In addition to that motion, what you need to do is press and hold the R button. This is going to give you a little hop and put you into a drift. The way you can confirm that you are starting a drift is that a blue glow will start to emanate from your rear wheels. This is meant to represent a flame, I think. And now you are halfway through the process. Good job. So now we are here in the drift. Continue holding accelerate and the drift button, and what you are going to want to do is move the control stick in the opposite direction of your turn. What this will do is widen your turn and move you away from the inner bend of the track. You want to do this because if you get too close to the inside of the track, you will eventually hit a section that is not part of the track and will slow down your momentum. This will stop your drift. While you are turning the opposite direction, still holding accelerate and drift, you want to move the control stick between both directions. So let's say I was entering a right turn. What I would do is as follows. Press the R button and hold it while turning right. Once in the drift, I will move out left and then balance between left and right so that I am neither too far inwards or too far outwards of the track. Okay, now we are here, back on a straight track after turning. If you held a drift long enough, you may notice that the color of the drift has changed. This will become important when you're out of the drift. Now, back to the example. Coming out of a right turn, what you need to do is try and position the front of your kart somewhere towards the straight section. From here, you release R and move the control stick in the direction of the track in front of you. And congrats! By this point, I imagine you have successfully completed a drift. You should be proud. Now you may be asking what that thing was when you finished your drift. That is called a mini turbo, And weirdly enough, it doesn't perform like the real-life turbo components you would find in a real-life car engine. No, what a mini turbo does is it is the result of a successful drift. It is a short boost given at the end of your drift, and the length of the boost is determined by the color of your drift flame. Blue is short, orange or yellow is medium, and purple is long. Now, if you don't hold the most expertise on this game, you may never have encountered a purple drift. This is because it requires a very long drift, which is rare to find unless you are racing on 200cc and have the driver assist disabled. The driver assist must be disabled before you can get a purple drift. You may disable it by going into the pause menu when you are in a race, and at the top are a few icons, but the one you need to focus on is the one to the top left that has an L button in the top corner. This is how you toggle on and off your driver assist. And that is all there is to it. I tried to cover all the points necessary to teach you how to make a good drift. Please let me know how I did in the comments. Give this video a like if it helped, and lastly, subscribe to this channel if my videos helped you or if you enjoy my videos overall. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a great day.